juu mara nyingi tumekuwa tukiviongea tukivirudia.
Many times we have spoken of these stories.
Lakini nabotavuga amateka yashire.
We cannot finish the history.
Ndaibuka ko 1996. Acha nitumie Kiswahili kwa wenye juu bado lugha sijarudisha vizuri. Nakumbuka 1996 tulitoka Bibogobogo tukateremka. Nilikuwa hiyo wakati nilikuwa na miaka 8. Nakumbuka vile watu walikuja wakachukua familia zetu za Abanyamulenge. Tulikuwa na uchungu sana juu tulitoka usiku masaa ya saa 10. Tukienda hatukuwa tunajua mahali tunapelekwa. Tukaenda hiyo wakati nilikuwa mdogo na sitawahi kusahau chenye niliona na chenye nilipitia. Tulitoka kwetu tukateremka tukafika kwa barabara. Niliona watu wanauawa kama wanyama. Sikuwa najua watu wanachinjwa kama kuku. Juu walikuwa wanaona ni rahisi kuchukua shingo ya mtu na kuchinja na kuwaweka chini. Niliona baba yangu akidungwa kisu. Alikuwa anaambiwa kamwe maziwa akamulia kwa sufuria. Niliona wazee wengi walikuwa wamedungwa visu wakatupwa kwa barabara. Wazee wenyewe walikuwa hawezi kutembea, washosho.
To come the guest of honor.
Tamuke hanyuma atugezeho ijambo rye.
May we request him to step in front as he gives us his speech. Good morning to everyone. I decided to give up my speech in Kinyamulenge.
Umwana usobanura yihangana agaragaza sinzi ko amagambo aza kubona icyo bivuga ko yine uzugaragaza ujanisha.
Today it's a difficult day to hold a word.
Kuko ibyabaye biza byibukwa bikiburuka bikaba bibisi bikaba nkaho byaraye bibaye umunsi.
Because what has happened, it renew itself day by day.
Ariko turagaragaza kuvuga ibyo dushobozwa.
But we are going to try our best to say what we can.
Jambo rya mbere ni ukubabwira impamvu y'ubugezi cyatumye tuza hano.
First of all, I'm going to tell you the main purpose of our travel.
Twaje kwifatanya namwe.
We came to join you together.
Abacitse kuri Cumu Gatumba.
The survivors of Gatumba massacre.
Abo mu Bibogobogo.
The survivors of Bibogobogo.
N'ahandi hose hakorewe amahano.
And also other places where killing took place.
Ariko n'Abanyamulenge twese.
But the entire community as Abanyamulenge.
Ndetse n'inshuti n'abavandimwe.
And also the friends of Abanyamulenge.
Kugira ngo twibuke abacu.
For us to remember our beloved ones.
Abazize uko basa.
Those who have been killed because of how they look.
Uko baremwe.
The way they have been created.
Munsi w'imisi 13 kwezi k'umunani 2004.
The 13 August 2004.
Ryajoro ribi.
That horrible night.
Impunzi zatewe mu nkambi.
Where the refugees in the camp.
Zikishwa urupfu beriya.
and have been killed that horrible killing.
Igihugu cyabo,
Their own country,
n'igihugu bahungiyemo,
and the country that they looked refugee for.
isi n'amahanga
The nations,
bakaba bagicecetse kugeza uyu munsi imyaka 22.
they remained silent up to now after 22 years.
Ijambo rya kabiri,
The second point,
ndagira ngo mbasobanurire impamvu ririya bara tujya turyita jenoside.
I want to explain to you furthermore the reason why we do name it as a genocide.
Ndabizi ko muza mubyibaza cyangwa se wenda namwe babibaza mukabona ibisobanuro.
I know that you do ask so many questions, or you've been asked and you lack answers.
Ngo kubera atari massacre urupfu rw'abantu nk'abandi.
Why it is not a massacre or the killing like the others?
Ibisobanuro ni ibingibi.
But this is the explanations.
Jenoside si umubare w'abantu.
Genocide is not the number of people.
Si ukuvuga ngo n'ahantu hapfuye abantu benshi.
It's not the meaning that where the huge number of people have been killed.
Ntabwo ari umubare.
It's not a number.
Jenoside ni ubushake.
Genocide is willing.
N'ibikorwa
And the action,
bishaka kumaraho ubwoko,
the ideological
cyangwa igice cyabwo,
to abolish
abantu ubwoko cyangwa igice cyabwo,
a part of people in the community
bagize icyo bahuriyeho,
who have something that unites them,
byo ubwoko,
a community.
byo uko basa,
It might be the way they look,
byo idini,
it might be the religion
n'ibindi.
or other activities.
Ushaka kumara abo bantu bafite icyo kintu bahuriyeho,
Anyone with that idea of abolishing those people,
habe no kumara igice cy'abo bantu,
even abolishing a part of it,
iyo niyo definition ya jenoside.
that's the true definition of the genocide.
Gatumba rero,
Gatumba,
ni nk'aho umugambi watangiye kera.
it was an idea or a plan that has been planned since back.
Babivuze inkambi, ndatekereza ko ari ubwa mbere inkambi igira muri ibice bibiri bifite shitingi zidasa.
They mentioned it's for the first time where the camp of refugees being divided into two with different colors of tents.
Ni gute HCR yotanga amashitingi y'umweru uruhande rumwe n'amashitingi y'icyatsi kibisi urundi ruhande?
How comes UNHCR can give out the tents of white to one side and the green one to other side?
Abaje kwica abantu,
For the killers,
bibasira rwa ruhande rumwe rurimo Abanyamulenge gusa.
and the killers concentrated to the part where the Abanyamulenge were being hosted.
Kandi impande zombi zari zituwe.
And yet the two sides were occupied,
Hishwa abantu bo mu bwoko bumwe,
but being killed the one people in one community.
kuko abandi batari Abanyamulenge bishwe,
Because others who are not Abanyamulenge who have been killed,
bazize kutwegera.
they were killed because of supporting and coming closer to Abanyamulenge.
Bazize kuba mu mahema asa n'ayacu.
They were killed because of living in the same tent colors with the Abanyamulenge.
Bazize kuba bisanze mu mahema y'abagenewe kwicwa.
They were being killed because they were in the tents of those who are supposed to be killed.
Abacu barokotse,
The survivors,
si imbabazi z'abicanyi.
it knows the mercy of the killers.
Niba abandi baje bita nta rwamaze abatabazi.
That those people being named that name,
Nuko kandi
it's also because
hari abandi bakeya bari muri ya mahema y'umweru.
it's also because there are few of our own community who are in the tent of those who are not supposed to be killed.
Abo niyo mpamvu batapfuye.
That's the reason few people were not killed.
Kuko bari mu mahema y'abatagombaga gupfa.
Because they are being hosted in the tents of those who are not supposed to be killed.
Ariko umugambi wari uwo kubica no kubamaraho bose.
But the ideology was to kill and to abolish the entire community.
Niyo mpamvu intwaro zakoreshejwe nazo
That's the reason why the weapons were used.
zigaragaza ko ntawagombaga gusigara.
It shows that there's no anyone who was supposed to remain back.
Kuvuga ngo batwike amazu, batwike amahema,
burning the tents,
abantu bashe n'ibintu,
people and the properties to be burned,
abagerageje kuvamo baraswe
those who try to escape
cyangwa se
or
batemwe n'imipanga,
and to be covered by
ababaye nk'abiruka cyane baraswe.
those who try to run were being shot.
Ibyo byose bigaragaza ko wari umugambi wo kumaraho abantu.
All those shows that it was ideology to abolish the entire community.
Ukurikiye amakuru yo mu Bibogobogo,
If you can follow the history of Bibogobogo,
kuvuga ngo bice abasaza n'abakecuru,
killing the elder ones,
bice abagore n'abagabo,
killing the men and women,
bice abana,
killing kids,
nta kindi gisobanuro wabona uretse gushaka kumaraho abantu.
there is no any explanation for that. They just wanted to remove the entire community.
Ijambo rya gatatu nshaka kubagira icyo mabwiraho,
The third point I want to address you,
ni ijambo murimo kumva Kongo yadukanye muri Warokotse.
it's the word that Congo came with, genocide.
Warokotse ni ukuyobya amarari.
Genocide is misleading people.
Ni ukuvuga ngo ni jenoside ngo ikurikira itewe no gushakisha ubutunzi bwo mu butaka.
They say that it was a genocide purposely to look for the wealth.
Ibi Kongo yabizanye
Congo came with this
kugira ngo bagaragaze kuzimya ibyaha tubarega.
just to cover their iniquities.
Kuko abanyekongo si ubwoko,
Because Congolese is not a community.
ikintu duhuriyeho ni nationality.
What unites us is just nationality.
Kandi nta muntu uragira umugambi wo kwica abanyekongo miliyoni ijana.
And there is not anyone with an idea to kill Congolese generally.
Cyane cyane kubera impamvu z'ubucuruzi.
Simply because of trading.
Jenoside yabaye y'Abayahudi ya Shoha, jenoside ya Shoha y'Abayahudi
Genocide for Jews
yari ishaka kumaraho Abayahudi.
wants to abolish the entire Jewish.
Iyo mu Rwanda yashaka kumara Abatutsi bo mu Rwanda.
Genocide in Rwanda wants to abolish the entire community of Tutsi.
Umunsi inkambi y'Imudende iterwa kwari kwica Abatutsi bo mu Nord Kivu.
The time that the camp of refugees were being attacked, it was to kill the people in Kivu.
Uwo munsi hapfuye abantu nabo barenga 336.
At that time, the people who have been killed, there was around 300 and something.
So Gatumba rero,
So in Gatumba,
kwari kumaraho Abanyamulenge
they want purposely to abolish the entire community
cyangwa igice cyabo
or part of them,
hakurikijwe uko basa
just because of the way they look
nuko baremwe.
and the way they have been created.
Kubera iki twibuka?
Why do we remember?
Uyu munsi ndagaragaza ko uvuga buhoro buhoro kuko ndashaka ngo twumve
Today I try to
kandi ibyo dukora tujye tubishyira mu gaciro.
I want us to listen more and to put into practicals of what we do listen.
Kubera iki twibuka?
What's the reason why we do remember?
Kwibuka abacu si ukwanga gutanga imbabazi.
Remembering our own ones is not denying forgiveness.
Si ukwanga kubabarira.
It's not denying forgiving.
Si ukwigisha urwango.
It's not teaching hatred.
Si ugushaka kwihorera.
It's not committing revenge.
Ni uguha agaciro amaraso y'abacu bazize icyo dusangiye.
It's to recognize and to value the blood of our beloved ones and what we share.
Uko Imana yabaremye.
And the way God created them.
Impamvu tugomba kubiha agaciro.
The reason why we do have to recognize them and value them
Nuko aho bari bari.
is because where they were,
Iyo tuhaba natwe tuba twarapfuye.
if we were there also we have been killed.
Umwe muri twe wese wahabaga uwo munsi
Anyone who will be there at that time
aba yarapfuye.
will be killed.
Mvuze ko bazi icyo dusangiye,
They have been killed because of what we share,
bapfuye urupfu rwacu.
and they have been killed on our behalf.
Bapfuye urupfu twari tugenewe.
They have been killed, the killing that we also supposed to be killed.
Tugomba kubibuka. kubibuka.
we're supposed to remember them.
Impamvu yindi
The second reason
no kwirinda kwibagirwa.
is to avoiding of forgetting.
Kwibagirwa ni indwara.
Forgetting it's a disease.
Kwibagirwa ni umwanzi.
Forgetting it's an enemy.
Kwibagirwa gutera gusamara.
Forgetting do come with resilience and
bituma wirara cyangwa se ukarangara.
it makes you to hold.
Turibuka kugira ngo abakiriho baze bahora bari maso.
We remember for those who are still alive to be watchful.
Biteguye kugira ngo batazongera gutungurwa kandi basinziriye.
Being ready so that they cannot be attacked unplanned.
Abacu batewe saa 4 nijoro.
Our beloved one has been attacked at around 10 p.m. at night.
Barishwa kugeza minuit hafi saa 7 z'ijoro.
And they have been killed up to midnight.
Amasaha yo kuryama no kuruka no gusinzira.
The time of resting and sleeping.
No kwirekura. Biravuga ngo tugomba guhora twibuka ngo tube maso.
It means that we have to remember it throughout for us to be watchful.
Umugambi wo kuturimbura
because the purpose of destroying
ntiwahagaze urakomeje.
The purpose and the idea of destroying us is still there.
Impamvu yindi twibuka
that reason we do remember
ni ukugira ngo isi yadutengushye
is for the world that have rejected us.
Isi nikomeza kudutenguha ntiduhe ubutabera.
If the world will keep on denying us justice,
itazitwaza ko itabwiwe.
For not to have an excuse of not being aware of this. For them not to have an excuse of not being aware. Those who denied us justice, we will deny them excuses also. We will deny them excuses. We will keep on reminding them. The way our wounds are,
nabo conscience yabo izihora ibakora nibari bakigira.
They also their conscience to touch them throughout if they have it.
Kwibuka no gukomeza gusaba ubutabera n'ubwo babutwindi.
Remembering it's advocating for justice.
No gusaba mahoro.
It's advocating for peace. Pleading.
To insist dusaba mahoro.
Pleading for peace.
Dusaba kubana neza n'abandi.
Pleading to live in peace with others.
Yewe ndetse n'abatwiciye.
Even to the one who killed for us.
Kubana ko tuzabana.
Because living together, we will live together with them.
Ikigenderewe ni uburyo ki tuzabana.
But the main is how are we going to live with them?
Kwibuka no kwiyibutsa kwiyubaka.
Remembering is to reminding ourselves to building.
Kugira ngo uzaduha amahoro.
For to get peace,
natwe tuzamuhandi.
Whoever will give us peace for us to offer peace back.
Uzayatwima tuzayamubuza.
Whoever will deny us peace, we will deny them too.
Nakayabona.
For them not to get.
Kuko giraso yitogwinji. Ibyo bitambuke ni oryumva kandi si cyaha. Uzaduha menshi.
Whoever will give us
amahoro menshi.
Whoever will give us much peace.
Natwe nawe azayisangemo azaya.
Let them find themselves in it.
Azayongemo.
They are going to dive in it.
Uzaduha make.
Whoever will limit us to peace.
Tuzamugerera mukwiye.
We are going to
kumuha amukwiye.
We will offer them the rewarding ones.
Kandi
and also
uzayatwima.
Whoever will deny us,
tuzabona ubushobozi bwo kuyamubuza.
We will give the capacity to deny them also.
Ijambo rya gatanu.
The fifth word.
No kubaza niba umugambi waba warahagaze.
Is to ask them if their purpose, their plan has stopped.
Ndagira ngo twibaze twebwe niba umugambi wo kutwica warahagaze.
I want us to ask ourselves if the idea of killing us has stopped.
Ndagira ngo mbwire ko umugambi ugihari.
But I want to tell you that the idea has not come to an end, it's still there.
Muzima kandi ukomeye.
The healthy one and the stronger one.
Wo kutumara ku isi.
to abolish and destroy us in the world.
Kuva kwa wundi wo kuva kuri Kirumba no mu Gatongo no ku Gatongo.
From Kirumba
no ku Gatongo.
Even in Gatongo.
Bibogobogo, Ibaraka, Muryica.
Bibogobogo, Ibaraka.
Na Kamanyura hariya kuri Rusizi n'ahandi kugeza kuri za drone ziri mu Minembwe.
Kamanyura and even other places up to the drones there in Minembwe.
Drone amagana zija mu Minembwe.
Uncountable drones going there in Minembwe.
Ziba zigiye kuturamutsa.
They are not going there for peace.
Ziba zigiye gusura ababyeyi bacu.
They are not going to greet our parents.
Indege leta yohereza amadrone amagana.
The uncountable drones that are being sent by the government
zikica abasaza bafite imyaka 95
and go there to kill the aged ones,
zikica abakecuru bafite barengeje imyaka 100,
kill the old women,
zikica abana bavuye ku ishuri,
it do kill the young kids coming from school,
zikica abakobwa bavuye mu ngwi,
killing the young ladies
n'abavuye kuvoma,
and those who are coming from fetching.
Zikarasa amazu y'abaturage,
it do burn the houses of the citizens,
zikarasa amashuri, amasomo n'ibitaro,
and destroy the schools and hospitals,
zikarasa amakanisa,
and sure they destroy the churches.
Murumva ko si intambara isanzwe.
It's not a normal war.
Kandi njye mvuye mu Minembwe.
And for me, I'm coming straight from Minembwe.
Uko niko bimeze.
That's the current situation.
Iyo bigeze aho umugambi wo kwicisha abantu inzara.
Where it comes to an extent where they kill people with hunger.
Bagafata ahari imirima bakaokupe.
And they occupy the places with their fields.
Bagafata amaruri arimo ibiryo bakayatwika.
And they burn the places with their food.
Bagafunga inzira zishobora kuvamo ihaho aho abantu bagura ibyo kurya.
They block the ways where they can go pass by shopping.
N'imiti.
And where they can get medicines.
Barashe farumasi yo mu bitaro.
And destroy the pharmacy in hospital.
Abo bantu nuko bagifite gahunda.
That kind of people is because they're still with the idea of destroying us.
Kugira ngo ubwoko abantu bose abapfa bapfe.
For the people and community, those who are supposed to be killed,
abasigaye bangana,
and the remain ones to go apart.
Impamvu mabwira ko umugambi gihari.
The reason why I tell you that the idea is still there.
Abicanyi ni babandi.
The killers are the same.
Kibahindutse.
They have not changed.
Abantu bishe abantu mu Gatumba.
The people who killed our people in Gatumba.
Mwapfumvise.
You have heard it.
Harimo abafrero.
Among them the Bafrero community.
Bavuye iwacu muri Congo.
Coming from our.
Harimo Ababembe.
The Ababembe among us.
Harimo Abarundi.
Among them were Burundians.
Harimo Interahamwe.
Among them the killers.
Harimo n'abasirikare ba Congo, niyo mpamvu hamwe bavugaga Iringara cyangwa izindi mvugo zitari zo mu karere.
Even among them the DRC army.
Abo rero bose baracyari.
All of them are still there.
Ahari Marandura nando na wawundi ko Italia wawundi. Nandalo ahari Marandura nandalo na Mushubazi.
Where those people he mentioned,
ubu nyine hari abazalendo.
They are Bazarendo, they are occupied.
Nono baranorotse ni benshi kuruta babandi.
And for now they developed many more than them.
Abamayimayi muzamumva sinobavuga mu mazina ariko muzamubumva baruzuye biriya bibiri.
There are many in those bushes, the huge number of them.
Ahari hahagaze uwitwa Pasteur Habimana.
The area was occupied by Pastor Habimana.
Izina ry'ikihimbo.
The nickname.
Ariko witwa neza Matusela Nikobanye.
But named as Matusela.
Ayo niyo mazina ye.
That was the real name.
Ziriya rya Habimana Pasteur ry'ikihimbo. Nikuryo iwabo ngo batazira.
But the Habimana Pastor was a nickname being named.
Matusela
This man,
niko bamye aho yari ahagaze cyagihe
where he was at that time,
ubu hari abandi bita abapasiteri bambaye haga bakora kakazi bavuga bya bigambo.
but they are still the same who call themselves servants.
Bavugira Imana nimba ari zikuzimu simbizi ariko bakavuga amagambo y'ubwicanyi.
They do say that they talk on behalf of God, but they do speak the killing words.
Ahari hahagaze Agatogwasa cyagihe
The way Agatogwasa was standing there,
ubu hari ndayishimiye n'ingabo z'igihugu cye na CNDD na FDD bahaye bakora buriya bwicanyi.
is there the senior leader of Burundi and the other leadership.
Bafite imbaraga n'ibikoresho biruta ibyo bariya bari bafite.
They have strong weapons more than others had at that time.
Abantu ba FARDC bari bahari
The
cyagihe
fathers who were there
bari baki
were few.
abari mu gikorwa cyo kwicana mu Gatumba.
Who are there in the action of killing people in Gatumba.
Ariko noneho ubugobe bwarazamutse buri hejuru neza ku ntebe ya mbere kwa Kisekiti.
But the hatred has developed up to the seat of the president.
Nimba cyagiye hari abantu muri leta bafashije cya gikorwa,
If at that time there was among some of the government
ubu
people,
nyine ubugome bukaba buri ku isonga.
and for now the hatred is on the top.
Kisekedi nabumva nta ibintu nkawe nibo bafite icumu n'umupanga kandi bafite na leta bafite n'imbaraga zitegeka.
Those leaders are the one holding weapons to kill our own people.
Icyahindutse gusa ni kimwe.
What have changed? It's only one thing.
Jenoside yakozwe mu Rwanda, yakozwe mu Gatumba, bakoreshaga essence n'ikibiriti gutwika abantu.
The genocide in Rwanda and other places, they use matchboxes and oil to kill people.
Bagakoresha imipanga,
They use machetes
n'imihini,
and also the woods.
bagakoresha n'imbunda ntoya izi za Kalashnikov.
And use the small guns.
Ubu rero jenoside irakoreshwa ikoranabuhanga.
But today the genocide is being used in technology.
Ubu jenoside irakoreshwa drone.
Today they are using drones to kill.
Ni nk'aka mubona.
It's the same you're seeing here.
Kabaye nk'akaniniho gato.
A little bit bigger than this.
Bagashiraho amabombe ya 60 na 82, izo ni imbunda zigira amabombe. Bakubakaho amabombe kakiruka kagenda gakurikira umuntu aho yose habe n'ugiye munsi y'ibiti kakagusangayo kari hejuru yawe.
They connect their bombs and follow wherever you can run to.
Uwakohereje afite computer kureba uko hayogenda akuzi yo kumenya.
Who sent it with a computer, sending it and tracking your location where you are?
Noneho bakohereza amagana.
And they send uncountable drones there.
Kandi ziri hejuru aho wenda wowe yawe umuntu ufite itozi rasa mwizigereho.
And upon them, where the weapons they have, we can't shoot back to them.
Ko barakoresha ikoranabuhanga bakifashisha n'abanyamahanga n'abazungu barimo ba Eric Prince.
Today they are using technology to kill us and also as being assisted by nations' support.
Icyo nicyo cyahindutse.
That's the changes only are there.
Ubu nyine harakoreshwa imbunda hafi za kirimbuzi. Barashinga imbunda ku bazi mu Minembwe, bagashinga imbunda muri Bicumbi cyangwa se Mutunda zorasa Minembwe hose.
Today they have strong weapons which can destroy the entire area.
Icyo nicyo cyahindutse.
That's the only changes are there.
Ariko umugambi urahari.
But the plan, the idea is still there.
N'abicanyi barahari.
And also killers are still there.
Ntabwo mvuga ko icyo namaze kubona abagabo babiri bahuriyeho, abayoboye ibihugu bibiri bifite umugambi wo kutwica, ni uwo mugambi niwo bahuriyeho, ibindi ni ubucuruzi.
What connects these two nations to kill us? That's that technology. That's what connects them. Others is just trending.
Ni umugambi wo kutwica. Ideology ya jenoside niyo bahuriyeho.
Is the ideology of killing us.
Guceceka kw'amahanga
Silence of nations.
tigukabatangaza.
Let it not amaze you.
Abantu biciwe mu nkambi yabo.
People have been killed in their own tents.
Aribo bashinzwe kuba umutekano.
People have been killed in their hands, and yet they were in charge to protect them.
Aribo bakaba babarinze.
They were in charge to protect them.
Ariko ntacyo bavuze.
But they kept silent.
Kandi kwica impunzi
and killing refugees. There is no right allowed that. Because a refugee is someone who surrendered that he is a weak person. There is no any pride of killing someone who surrendered. But UNHCR did nothing to that. They are aware very well that the refugees has no any weapon to fight them back. But keeping silence of UNHCR without even doing investigation. Even those who accepted publicly that they're the ones who committed that genocide have not been followed. We have to learn from it. The first lesson that you have to learn from it is that the world is merciless. The world is merciless, has no mercy. Nations
Jina la Yesu Kristo. Mambo hii kuyasikia ni ya uchungu, tena ni makubwa, lakini kuishi ni vigumu sana. Tumesikia historia ya mauaji ya ndugu zetu ambao wamefariki tangu mwaka 1996 pa Bibogobogo. Pia vijana watoto wadogo wa mwaka mmoja hadi kufikia miaka 13 ambao walishikwa na kupeleka Tanzania kama vile tumesikia hapa. Na wapongeza ndugu zangu wa community Congolaise ya Abanyamulenge. Nasema na wapongeza tena.
Congratulate you.
Date hii ya le 22, date hii
this date
ya ukumbusho wa ndugu zetu wa Kongomani,
of a commemoration for our brethren,
wa nchi ya kweli ambayo inajua mafaa ya wananchi wake,
in a true country that
inapaswa kuweka rasmi.
It should have been commemorated as an official commemoration of the whole country. Because the people who died, they are Congolese. In Gatumba, they were in a refugee camp. They were requested, they never did any mistake. They never stole. They never insulted. They fled war. And the next morning they were all killed. There is no way. We wouldn't be in silence. Those who committed the killing, we've never had them being brought to the UNHCR and any other organization. They have been silent for the killings of our people. I am a South Kivu person. I am from Kalehe territory. I am
Unajua watu wanajua wahavu kwamba ni watu ya madawa sana.
The people know we're happy and other things.
Na kila mtu akasema nenda ishi nitakwendea kwa wafu.
There are people who know.
Lakini sisi tulijaliwa neema kumpokea Yesu Kristo. Yesu aliye Mungu wa Wanyamulenge.
Jesus is the God.
Ndiye Mungu ambaye tunamwamini. Na leo hii
and today
tuna baba mzazi ambaye alikuwa mtoto wa mfalme Bera huko hivi.
My father, who is a son of a king, is a prince.
Alikuwa ameamini Yesu Kristo.
He had believed in Jesus Christ.
Na alifariki mwaka jana le 30 Juin.
He died last year.
Na akatuachia Bishop Jano ambaye ni representant wa familia.
He was under bishop who is the representative of family.
Kwa hiyo ndugu zangu nazungumza.
So my brethren,
tunajua leo ni siku ya kilio.
I know today is a day of sadness.
Lakini ache niwaambie sifa zenu nyinyi wa ndugu zetu wa Kongomani wa Nyamulenge.
But let me tell you some of your honors.
Hakuna Kongo bila Wanyamulenge.
There is no Congo without Banyamulenge.
Nyinyi wa Nyamulenge mko na vision.
The Banyamulenge have vision.
Baada ya mauaji ya Bibogobogo katika mwaka 96,
after the Bibogobogo massacre in 1990,
tunakumbuka kweli.
We remember
Wanyamulenge mlikuwa na vision.
The Banyamulenge had vision.
Tumeteseka mauaji mingi wakati ya Mobutu.
They have been killed under Mobutu.
Hata ukitembea kwa barabara,
they were taken to the roads.
Ukaonesha kati,
they showed courage.
Ilikuwa itoshelei.
It was enough.
Hata Mike Sefaso alikuwa akiomba kate de bateni, kate ubatizo.
It was
kate ubatizo.
It was his date of baptism.
Lakini sababu Kongo,
Congo,
Mungu,
God,
aliweka community wa Nyamulenge ndani.
God put the Banyamulenge
ambayo ina vision.
Because who are you?
Ikasaidia
to help.
Ili tuweze kutoka ndani ya ukombozi, tuweze kutoka ndani ya utumwa wa diktatiri ya Mobutu.
So that he puts the Banyamulenge in
Congo so that he can
from Mobutu's government.
AFDL ikaanza.
AFDL started.
Nyinyi ndugu zangu wa Nyamulenge mliokomboa Uvira.
Someone to help you with the Congolese Swahili is a bit hard to make.
Ni nyinyi wa ndugu zangu wa Nyamulenge mliokomboa Uvira. Hapa nazungumzia siasa. Subiri ndugu yangu akuje kunisaidia. Asante. Ndugu zangu, ni nyinyi mlikomboa Uvira. Kama leo Kongo inaitwa Zaire imeitwa Kongo, ni grace yenu. Nyinyi wa Nyamulenge. Hiyo vision ni vision kubwa ambayo mmepewa na Mungu. Baada ya hapo sisi tukaingia kwa AFDL kama wakadogo, tukaenda tukagomboa Zaire kwa Kongo. Kilichotoka kwa muda mchache mnakifahamu, kulikuwa vurugu ya siasa, ukazaliwa RCD Goma. RCD Goma ilipokuwa, Mheshimiwa Rais Joseph Kabila akaona ni vema aunganishe tena nchi kwa impliskata. Lakini baada ya hapo, wakati AFDL imeweza kugombea kuongoza nchi, kulikuwepo ministre wa affaires étrangères ambaye ni Mnyamulenge, anaitwa Son Excellence Bizima Kara. Alienda huko Nations Unies akafanya hotuba ya kwanza. Hakuifanya kwa jina ya Wanyamulenge, alifanya kwa jina ya Wakongomani, yaani nchi ya Kongo. Kukawa tena deuxième vice president wa Jamhuri ya Kongo anaitwa Excellence Azarias Rubero. Naye nani? Mnyamulenge. Kizani mnifuata vizuri. Hiyo inaonyesha sifa kubwa za ndugu zetu wa Nyamulenge. Mbele zangu hapa, nashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu katika siku ya leo kunikutanisha na Excellence Moise Nyarugabo ambaye baada ya kuchaguliwa Uvira akaona ni vema aende achaguliwe Kinshasa. Hiyo Kinshasa ambayo mnasikia sio kila mtu anaweza kuchaguliwa hapa. Nikafanya sondage kujua wakinoa ambao wanashawishiwa na wanasiasa wa shetani kuleta vurugu, kupiganisha vichwa vya community, sababu kuna wanasiasa ambao pasipo ubaguzi, pasipo mauaji hawawezi kuwa minister. Nchi gani ambayo tunayo kweli kusema uwe waziri yafaa uushe watu, yafaa ulete chachu kwa watu, na chachu hiyo yote sible ni Wanyamulenge. Sasa Mheshimiwa Moise Nyarugabo alipogombea Kinshasa, nikaingia kwa gari nifanye investigation, nikauliza Wakinoa, unamchagua Mheshimiwa Moise kwa nini? Wakinoa kanijibu, azama yele. Ndio kusema iko na akili. Nikagundua kwamba shida ya Kongo sio population ya Kongo, lakini shida ya Kongo ni uongozi mbaya. Hadi leo hatujakuwa na uongozi nzuri. Wakinoa wakagundua kwamba ndani ya Mheshimiwa Moise Nyarugabo kuna akili, atawatetea Wakinoa. Na ndio vita ambayo tunaishi na dada. Ndugu zangu Wanyamulenge, community ya Umumama, Wanyamulenge, munapigwa vita sababu ya nyota mliopewa na Mungu kwa ajili ya Kongo. Muna upako, muna mafuta ya, na hiyo mafuta haitazimwa. Vitu vyote hivi tunaendelea kuona mauaji ya ndugu zetu. Angalia umati kubwa ambayo uko hapa. Katika kila kambi ya Afrika utakuta Wanyamulenge ndani. Na tunao serikali Kinshasa ambayo haijui wananchi wake wako wapi na haifikiria hata kuwarudisha iwape amani. Au contraire, wana arme wa milisi kutatiza wandugu zetu Wanyamulenge. Wana arme wa majimaji, wana arme wa FDL wa genocide wa Rwanda. Pia FARDC inapiga Wanyamulenge maraia mbele ya communauté internationale. Drone ambazo zinahusika kwa nchi kupigana na nyingine zinakuwa drone za kuua ndugu zetu. Ndugu zetu Wanyamulenge, nawapa pole sana. Mjipe moyo, najua kwamba ni vigumu sana, isipokuwa Yesu Kristo ni yeye ambaye anaweza kutupanguza machozi, na ni yeye ndiye anaweza kutuliza mioyo zetu. Hapo Kongo, chachu ambao wanasiasa wameweka, wanasema Wanyamulenge wanafanana na Wanyarwanda, si ndio? Lakini walidanganyika. Kinshasa Excellency anafahamu vizuri kuna kabila ya Wateke. Wale Wateke wanakuwa ngambo za njia ya Maluku. Kila mara na kila mwaka wanaendaka Gabo. Wanasema rais wao wanakuwa Gabo. Wanakusanya Wateke ya Kinshasa, wanakusanya Wateke ya Brazzaville, na wanaenda Gabo kila mwaka. Lakini hatuwahi kusikia mwanasiasa ambaye anasema kama Wateke sio Wakongomani. Vita vyote wanaangalia Wanyamulenge. Ni hiyo nyota ambayo iko ndani yenu. Msivunjike moyo. Nchi ya Kongo ni yenu. Nchi ya Kongo ni yetu. Vision ambayo Mungu ameweka kwenu ndio ambayo itasaidia nchi yetu. Vision ambayo Mungu ameweka kwenu pamoja na sisi wote, tutakomesha hiyo ubaguzi. Sitakosa pia kuhukumu ambaye leo ni rais anaitwa Felix Tshisekedi. Alipokuwa Londres akasema Banyamulenge bazaliwa ndiko na bisho. Tukasema labda baba huyu atafanya mambo mazuri kulinda ndugu zetu. Aliporudi ni au contraire. Aliporudi ni au contraire. Basi ndugu zangu, machache ambayo nimesema kwa kupongeza nanyi, nimeizungumzia kama kiongozi wa chama cha siasa kinachoitwa MS wa Sankata, hii ambayo mnasikia sasa santikadri ilitoka kwangu. Na sikuanza leo, nilikuwa hata kwa conference international de Goma. Hiyo wakati FRF ilikuwa Mulenge, kulikuwa CNDP Goma, na kukawa IGPS Kadogo, Union des Jeunes Patriotes de Sacrifiés. Yaani mimi ndiye nilikuwa kiongozi wale, na objective yetu ilikuwa kukomesha ubaguzi. Na hiyo wakati nikarapele Mheshimiwa Rais kwamba Rais Kabila tumegomboa zaidi kwa Kongo, lakini vijana hawakupewa ranka. Na Mheshimiwa akasikia. Na leo hii tunaweza kuonte maofisa fulani ambao wametoka Kivu ni kwa ajili ya malalamiko hii. Basi ndugu zangu, nawapongeza. Nashukuru kwa aliko hii ambayo mliniita. Nimeendelea kuwadefendre katika marezo sosio, katika radio RFI, hapa na pale, kujulisha wandugu zetu wa Kongomani wajue kwamba kilio yenu ni kilio yetu sote, na tutakosa kuwatetea. Mungu awapanguze machozi. Asante.
Asante sana.
Thank you so much.
Let me speak briefly of what happened before we give someone from Tanzania so that he can tell us what happened.
Mu Bibogobogo hari abantu benshi baza amakuru atariyo, niyo mpamvu dushaka kugira ngo dutange tuvuze brief historique y'ibyabaye.
In summary, there are so many people who have misinformation on what happened in Bibogobogo, and that is what we are here to do today.
Abantu twavuze mu Bibogobogo 1996.
In Bibogobogo 1996.
Hari ubwoba bwinshi icyo gihe.
There was a lot of fear at that time.
Tutarababura. And they
started telling us that they are going to deport us back to Rwanda. Even our neighbors Bafurero. They started stamping their cows. So that when the killers come, they can differentiate their cows from our Abanyamulenge's cows. So one day, it was around Wednesday, date 19 of September. That is when they started attacking us. That's when they took people from Kabera and took them to Baraka. They found people in their villages. It was on a Wednesday and they had a Wednesday service. They found some in the church and others outside. They started beating them and harming them. They separated the young mothers and told them to go for them. They wanted to go and rape them. What we are saying is true since we have survivors of that. Some other people went to request the chief on what they can do. And the chief told them, just come to me. Any person who runs to the government is safe. But he wasn't going to keep them safe, but he wanted them to get killed. The people from Bibogobogo went to Baraka. When they went there, they were killed. They separated them and combined them with the ones from Umu. They convened them in Umugweba. They killed some in Umugweba. They took others to Kwambugo.
When they got to Kwangugo, that's where they tied all the men. And they told the women that you are taking your men to Uvira. So they could take them and throw them in Tanganyika. There were 2 men who were with cows. There is one here. Among the ones who were thrown in Lake Tanganyika, one of them knew how to swim. So he swam to the shore. But they took him and combined him with the ones who were carrying cows. The news that we have from people from Kwangogo, they told us that they ignited a flame and burned them. That's what they did. The women and the young children, they were taken to Uvira. When they reached Kamanyura, that's where the people from Kabera were killed. In summary, what happened? Those who were taken from Kwamatare were 34. There were 37 men. There were 42 women. 53 children. Among the 153 people, some kids were killed. And they were separated with their kids. And they advised themselves to go to Minembwe. When they reached Kirumbi, that's where they were killed. In Baraka, there were 140 people. Or in 140 children, those are the children who are in Tanzania. And they are scattered all over the world. In the 140 children, we were able to bring back 8 children. We are with some at the moment. The first child we got from Bawembe was Rushore Ngamucho. He was brought back in 1989. We took him from Baraka. The second one was Nyanziza. He was brought back in 2007. He was from Tanzania. She was from Tanzania. The third one was Nyamunezero. This is Nyamunezero. She was brought back in 2009. We found her in Wokwibuka from Tanzania. The fourth was Nizangarukie. I don't know if he is here. He was found in 2011. We found him in Nakivale. It was the fifth one. Bisengo Eunice. He was found in 2013. We found him in Burundi. He was coming from Tanzania. The sixth. He is the sixth child. We found him in 2018. He was found in Burundi, but he grew up in Plain. The seventh one, Nyamukobwa Manuel. She was found in 2024. She was found in Burundi, but she lived in Mushibaki. The eighth, Niyonkuru. She was found in 2025. She was in Kigali. In the name of the survivors, we request the leaders, the government and any other leader, all kind of leaders, even our guests, so that you can fight, so that we can get justice, so that our children can be brought back. We request you. Thank you so much. Let us listen to the person giving testimony. She's going to give us the story that they lived and up to Tanzania until she was found. Thank you so much.
Nitaongea tu kwa kifupi.
She will speak briefly.
Juu mara nyingi tumekuwa tukiviongea tukirudia.
Many times we have spoken of these stories.
Lakini nagotavuga mateka ya shule.
We cannot finish the history.
Ndaibuka ko chenda na gatandatu. Acha nitumie Kiswahili kwa wenye juu bado lugha sijarudisha vizuri. Nakumbuka 1996 tulitoka Bibogobogo tukateremka. Nilikuwa hiyo wakati nilikuwa na miaka 8. Nakumbuka vile watu walikuja wakachukua familia zetu za Abanyamulenge. Tulikuwa na uchungu sana juu tulitoka usiku masaa ya saa 10. Tukienda hatukuwa tunajua mahali tunapelekwa. Tukaenda hiyo wakati nilikuwa mdogo na sitawahi kusahau chenye niliona na chenye nilipitia. Tulitoka kwetu tukateremka tukafika kwa barabara. Niliona watu wanauawa kama wanyama. Sikuwa najua watu wanachinjwa kama kuku. Yule walikuwa wanaona ni rahisi kuchukua shingo ya mtu na kuchinja na kuwaweka chini. Niliona baba yangu akidungwa kisu. Alikuwa anaambiwa akamue maziwa, akamulia kwa sufuria. Niliona wazee wengi walikuwa wamedungwa visu, wakatupwa kwa barabara. Wazee wenyewe walikuwa hawezi kutembea, washosho. Wengi walitembea wakafika kwa barabara wanaanguka. Tukateremka nikajikuta tumefika Baraka. Hapo Baraka ndo niliona vitu ambavyo sitaisahau maisha yangu. Hata kwa saa hii naona watu wameweka vitu kwa roho. Bati tunaomba Mungu awasamehe. Baraka waliweza kuua watu, waliwachinja, wakaona tuishi. Juu tulikuwa wengi sana kwa hiyo kanisa, tulikuwa tumeambiwa tumetoa hifadhi na kumbe walikuwa wanangoja tu venye tutajikusanya tukue wengi na waone venye watatuua. Walianza kuchoma kanisa kuua watu kuanzia saa 2 za usiku wakafikisha asubuhi. Watu bado hawakuwa wanafungua. Wakaanza kuchoma kanisa masaa ya asubuhi. Niliona venye walichukua wamama wajawazito, akiwepo sister yangu mmoja wapo, mtoto wa babangu mkubwa. Alikuwa na mimba kubwa ya miezi 9. Alidungwa miti. Alidungwa miti mpaka alikuwa anatetemeka. Nilimwona venye alikufa. Niliona wazazi wengine walikuwa wamedungwa miti, wa mama walikuwa wamelalishwa tu kando yangu. Wakaona hatuishi. Wakachukua watoto wadogo wenyewe walikuwa wananyonya. Walikuwa wanatupwa juu. nilikuwa najiuliza, hiyo wakati sikuwa na akili, but nilikuwa naona sasa mtoto wa miezi 2, miezi 3 alikuwa amefanya nini? Nilijiuliza maswali mpaka saa hii najiuliza, wenye wale watoto waliuawa, ma innocent hawana hatia, walikufa. Tukatoka kwa hiyo moto, mmoja wapo nilikuwa mimi na vijana wengine na brother yangu, kufika kwa boti, tukafika Mtambara. Wakachukua vijana, walikuwa wanaona na macho yao, wanaulizwa wewe, unaulizwa kwa kilugha yao na tusikii. Tulikuwa tunaongea Kinyamlenge tu, tulikuwa tunajua Kiswahili. Unaona, wanasikia tu kwa maji kitu kimetupwa, mimi nadhani labda ni mizigo imerushwa huko. Kuangalia naona mtoto anaita usaidizi, hakuna usaidizi, unaona anaanguka kwa maji. Baada ya hapo tukajipata Tanzania kwa kambi yenye inaitwa Rugufu. Tuliishi kwa hiyo kambi kwa mateso yenye sitawaisahau. Wengi wao walilekiwa, wengi wao walizaa watoto, hakuna kuolewa, ni kuteswa, ni kunyanyaswa. Wengi wao walichomwa moto, wengi wao kama Wenyanziza alitoroka Tanzania tukiwa naye juu ya mateso. Akafika kwetu, bahati mbaya alikufa, alienda kufia Bibogobogo. Wengi wao tuliobaki Tanzania tuliendelea kupitia mateso kama kuchomewa kwa manyumba. Wakijua hapa kuna mtoto wa Abanyamulenge hapo anaishi, hapo anachukua chakula. Wengi wao tulikuwa chokora kwa barabara. Tulikuwa tuna makao, ni kuzurura kwa barabara. Na mpaka saa hii tunaomba usaidizi. Tumechoka kuuawa kama wanyama. Tunaomba usaidizi na wenye wako Tanzania, kila siku ninaongea nikiomba. Tunaomba mrudishe wale watoto. Sina la kuongea mimi.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. 13 August 2004, the night that took innocent lives because of how God created them. It was a night that left mothers, widows, children orphans, fathers, widows, and others lost their best friends. The innocent bloods flew like a river. There was no mercy. They were slaughtered. They were burnt alive. Today, we come together to remember the victims of Gatumba tragedy. 22 years after this painful event, we honor their lives that were lost and stand with their families and communities who continue to carry the memory of their beloved ones. As we commemorate the Gatumba, we are also mindful of the suffering that continues in different parts of our countries, including Minembwe, Uvira, and Bibogobogo. Many families have been displaced, lives have been distracted, and communities continue to face insecurities. This day reminds us that peace should never be taken for granted. It reminds us of the importance of unity, respect for human life, and working together to build a future where every person can live in safety and dignity. As young people, we have a responsibility to be part of the solution. We may not be able to change everything overnight, but we can start by promoting peace, reject hatred and division, and supporting each other regardless of our backgrounds. We can educate ourselves, develop skills, work hard and become responsible citizens who contribute positively to our communities. My advice to the youth is invest in your education, learn valuable skills, embrace innovation, and people of integrity. Let us choose dialogue over conflict, unity over division, and peace over despair. The future of our countries is in our own hands, and the choice we make today will shape the nation we live for future generations. Together, let us honor the memories of those we have lost by building a stronger, more peaceful, and more prosperous Democratic Republic of Congo. May their soul rest in peace. Thank you, and may God bless our country and its people. Thank you.
Our distinguished guests, our church leaders, my fellow community, good morning. My condolences to you all this morning that we are remembering our loved ones. Ryari ijoro ry'umubabaro, ijoro ryuzuye imiborogo, ubwo abacu bicwaga ubaganyisha ishinyaguro, wari umunsi usanzwe nk'iyindi, abana bakina basabana, ababyeyi nabo batoreye batazi ko umwanzi yapanze gutsemba ubwoko. Amajwi araceceka, amarira aratemba, abatagira ingano baragwa bazira uko bavutse. Dreams were broken, hearts were torn, and many never saw the dawn. Abana basigaye nta babyeyi, ababyeyi babura abo barera. Ibyishimo bihinduka agahinda, iyo isi yose ibaza iti kuki. Children's laughter faded away, mothers' prayers would not hold the day. Homes were lost to fear and flame, leaving only sorrows and names. Ariko urwibutso ntiruzazima, amazina yabo azahora avugwa. Turasaba amahoro arambye, ubutabera bubona inzira yabo. The earth remembers every cry, the wind still asks the question why. Through hatred tried to steal the light, hope still rises after night. Twibuke abazize urwango, twange ivangura n'urugomo. Bumwe n'urukundo bitubere inzira, kugira ngo amateka nkaya atazongera kubaho. Let every voice speak truth with care. Let justice answer every prayer. May peace replace the sound of pain, and love help heal the land again. We remember those who could not stay in different counties in Minembwe, in Bibogobogo, in Gatumba, in Uvira, and other parts. Their memories live in every heart, a call for peace, a brighter start. Imuruhuke mu mahoro, Banyagatumba, Abanyabibogobogo, tuzabibagirwa. Thank you.
All protocols observed, good morning. The title is Echoes of Gatumba. They came with dreams folded neatly in their hands, seeking peace, seeking shelter, seeking kinder lands. But the night had a different song to sing, a song of sorrow carried on a broken wing. The stars above watched as they silently weep, as mothers held children they could not keep, as innocent blood was spilled in their sleep, as innocent blood stained the earth beneath, so deep. Tell me, how does hatred grow so deep? How does the heart forget to weep? How does a name, a tribe, a race become a reason to erase a face? In Gatumba, the fire did more than burn. It left wounds too heavy for time to time, a haunting reminder that refuses to cease. Children who should have been counting stars were counting stars. Mothers who should have been singing songs were singing songs. Fathers who should have been building dreams for tomorrow were forced to rebuild through the ruins of sorrow. But listen, you can silence a voice, but never an ache. You can burn a home, but memories awake. You can take a life, but never its one. For even in resistance, our voices persist. So today, I stand here, not to reopen wounds, but to remind the world that remembrance is resistance. Thank you.